Everyone. So I'm filming this unlisted because I wanted to preserve my energy for when I go live tonight. Famous last words, but I don't think it will be a long one because I'm really feeling that part of my chart where I need to slow down, which is why I'm taking some time off. So it's not like, oh well, great, like, fun holiday in that way. I need to slow down. So not that I ever do shit like that anyway, but um there's nothing on that, so that's a bit pointless. Um Right, so I'm just getting this in my head that this is what I'm going to do is because, yeah, I don't feel I've got the energy to do it. There's no point, basically. I do the ones in my hands. I do the karmic clearing and balance normally. I just started it the other day. But I'm gonna mix that up with twin flame therapy. So I've made up my own spread. So we'll just go with that. And I'm going to film Friday, then Saturday, and Sunday. I'll get back to it on Monday in that Aries moon energy. And remember, if you are watching this, if you want to do the Power Animal workshop on Monday, now is the time to book it to let me know, or I'll start preparing to not do it. Like I said, I would really like to do it and I would be able to have the energy to do it. But at the same time, as you see, because I'm starting to already feel tired, um, I just trust if nobody comes forward for it, then we're not meant to do it. So I had a couple of people interested. But nobody's booked it so far. So the first things first, the weirdness that always happens, that pulled my attention in. I can't go another day without you, so in case that's going to be relevant. There's my stomach rumbling already. But, it never picks up. But yeah, the interference today has been insane. I have only filmed one unlisted. I wanted to film two, but because I don't ever, I always do live sessions. So it's kind of like, it's because the energy is so strong, even when I'm doing 15 minutes, none of them so far have been 15 minutes. But I trust that it's always meant to be what it is. It's like a huge big energy clearing in when it's not just reading cards basically. So it's a lot of energy. So, but anyway, I spoke to the last person that I'm doing to do that for, and I feel they want me to take a back seat and do that tomorrow if I feel guided. But no, I strongly feel it is Monday. I think the day you're watching this has got to be a day off for me, especially depending on what we do tonight, whatever fun we have. But the other thing that happened was this beautiful card, Diamond Tiger of the Black Moon. Second chances bring success. So that fell on the floor and it just really pulled my attention in. So, a minute. So again, it's another sign though about the power animal because that's one of my main power animals, as you can see. But it's also a lot of you connect with the tiger too. So, like I'm saying, it's just a bit of a shame if it doesn't go ahead because it seems like all these signs are screaming that people need it. But hey, I put the offer out, so I've done my bit. Love yourself and step forward for it. But again, you'll do it if you're meant to. What's that actually? Oh my God. There's some. Oh, look, sea otter, happiness, and the otter's mate for life. I think there's some of the ones that do that. Be the master of playful living, release expectations and enjoy every day. Let go and instead choose love. Surrender to waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. Oh, God, those cards. Again, my plan was to be using all the abundance of animal cards that I've got. Why is there none around me? I could get up after this and go and gather some, but I'm going to be honest, I really don't feel like doing that. So let's just get into this. So we'll go with my spread. So this is the theme that surrounds whoever's going to connect with us. Oh, and first of all, if you're new, welcome. My name's Claire, not Crystal. Everything I do is channel and clear and healing energy. The song that was on the music channel when I turned the telly on, there's a bee. Bees are about abundance. Bees have been coming up a lot when I pick up the charms and stuff. And when I was talking to actually somebody yesterday, I was getting drawn to bee things too. So I I can't get away from bees, just always remind me of Jupiter ascending, the scene with all the bees around her, like spiritual royalty kind of stuff, or stepping into your sovereignty or abundance. So whatever it means to you. Um, yeah, this can't resonate with everyone, so use your fucking common sense. I read it for the divine feminine, divine masculine within you. It can be divine feminine, divine masculine in a connection. But I'm not doing my big long ones that I usually do on the live streams. I'm just doing one around karma clearing and karmic balance. And also, if you like the way I'm doing this, this is something that you can actually get. Wait a minute, I'll put the timer on. You can get this in a session. So, and you can get 15-minute ones. I'll try and stick to 15 minutes. Put it this way, you're never going to be shortchanged on that. It might turn out to be a lot longer than 15 minutes. Or I've got 30-minute ones or 45-minute ones or longer ones. So, right, what's the energy around whoever's going to connect with this? So if you're watching it in real time on the Friday, the third, it is Aquarius moon, expect unexpected, surprise, shocks is usually what that brings. And the moon doesn't move into Pisces until 3 in the morning on Saturday. So that means it's in a very emotional, mysterious, magical, look out for confusion, illusion weekend of yeah, Pisces moon. Pisces moon is magical, mystical, but it is confusion, illusion, deception, stuff like that. And but it's also escapism into like drink and drugs and stuff like that, where because it's ruled by Neptune. So when it lands on a weekend like that, just watch you don't overdo it. Um, so we've got the element of air, and we're in Libra season, which is about that. 39 could be significant, and we've got communicating on that card. So there's going to be some type of communication that's important. Ah, wow. 12th house, which I was just talking about, escape. So, wow. And the thing is, you would think I would use these as astrology cards more often. I've got loads of astrology decks. It's just, yeah, it's funny. I always kind of think that. I'm like, always trying to be like, I really should use them every single time. But I suppose I don't need to because I'm always just talking about it. But you know what I mean? It's nice to when I'm guided to, but there's obviously something in this. With 12 houses and me going on about Neptune, Pisces, 12th house, and then we pull out 12th house escape when I literally just said escape. So I'm going to pull up, I'm going to hold these. This is the theme. Somebody can't go another day without you. Tiger energy is surrounding this connection or all the people that resonate with this. Or it's about really honoring your feelings, your feminine energy. There's some kind of second chance, and it's like deep desires and deepest fears. So, oh, quite intense. Oh, and also that's interesting that it does go into Pisces moon on the Saturday, Sunday, which I just said. Um, so that is the theme. So the subconscious, what will we get? Let's get these cards. So this is an issue in the subconscious. Now, trigger alert, these cards, I fucking love them, but they're very deep. There has been a constant theme that has come up in the collective when love takes over has just come on as well. Oh god, that song doesn't want that but just repeats itself over and over again. But love has taken over someday. They can't go another day without you. It's overwhelming. In the subconscious for your feminine energy, if this is you, we have accept your destiny. Did this come out on someone's earlier? Do they all say similar things? We all kind of say quite similar. Accept your destiny, embrace the unfolding of your journey, trust that each moment is leading you to your true path. So in your feminine energy, I feel you've had no choice but to accept your destiny, whatever way it's going. So we've got here a guy on a train, he's got a wee notebook and a pen, he's holding something, I don't know what that is. Is it a letter? Is it a credit card? Ready to buy something on the trolley? It's something. But he's looking out into the sunset very mysteriously. So that's what we've got. Accept the feminine energy, whether you're a man or woman, you're accepting your destiny, or the masculine's feelings. Accepting destiny is pulling you to your feminine, actually, because that's my sign for feminine energy. And loudly, because look how big and bold. I don't think this person can ignore it. The masculine energy within you or within your connection. And it's subconsciously, so it's like, could be subtle, could just be when you go to sleep in your dreams. If you're the masculine, you're being pulled to your divine feminine, and that will only get it even more dreamier and magical and mystical. Could even be nightmares for some people too, around the weekend. Masculine or your masculine side. Good Lord. That's why I just said that about, I mean, I always say that, but 12th house is your deepest desires, but your deepest fears. Face your fears. Fear is a teacher, not a barrier. Face it head on and or it will lose its power over you. Do you know what is so weird? My niece was just telling me about a nightmare that she had. And it was, it was over like it was quite a bad one. So, I mean, you should always pay attention anyway if a kid's telling you anything, really, in my opinion. But, I mean, it's like, it shook her up a little bit. So that could, because she's literally just said that, because again, my hair was actually, my curls were a lot better and then they've come out because I had my hat on. But anyway, it's, you know what I mean? Like that's literally, I've just come away from her and it's like, so I feel the masculine could be having some nightmares because I'd said that before. So, subconsciously there's a lot going on. And then between the two of you, release toxic attachments. This reminds me of King Arthur energy. And I'd done a few shorts before I went along to see them. And King Arthur came out in the shorts. So either it's in the membership or it's in public. I think it was the one I was putting. I think I was going to put in the membership, and then I felt guided it needs to be in public, so I'll put them up. They'll go up by Friday. So toxic ties drain your energy. Cut the cords. Reclaim your freedom. Now there was a theme of that in the unlisted, that I've done today. So, but we always need to do that. Like I cut the cords after every single interaction, online and offline, client, personal life. Do you know what I mean? Groups of people, one person. Because you need to know where you end and other people begin. Boundaries. Okay, so don't want to make this longer than it needs to be. Conscious mind. Let's get the matching decks. So they're pulling me at the fact that before I even shuffle these, deception and envy is on the top. So just note that because that did come through in a client session too. Patient. So divine feminine, you see how these left out. You've balanced your energy and you're in the energy of temperance, your balanced masculine feminine energy. You've had to sacrifice a lot and walk away from a lot of things because it's a fuck this, but it's called emotional withdrawal. You've had to walk away to find the deeper meaning in life, but that can also be the masculine, feminine side too. Consciously, and I feel the masculine, particularly, you're the emperor, and you're walking away from things that don't serve you. The masculine and the conscious mind. Moving on. Well, that's quite a strong message. Yeah, moving on. And all this could be quite sudden and out of the blue. For either you're like, maybe you've been teetering on the edge of doing something, you're like, fuck it, let's go. I'm off, with that because we've had the fuck this card and moving on. So moving on, healing after a difficult situation, whether you're the feminine or the masculine, to a lover from the past. And that is quite a romantic one, harmony. Wait a minute, Emperor and Empress, someone's moving on to their Empress. Okay, sorry. Whatever was the thumbnail before. Where are you? And he's still in the bottom. I didn't even need to search. Yeah, strong union energy coming through. What's new? I'm always bringing in union energy. I'm bringing people into inner union or it's physical unions, but this feels of the physical union nature. So there were other strong contenders for the thumbnail, but I think that's the winner. So pretty straightforward. I would expect some sort of, well, I don't expect it, but come and tell me when it happens kind of thing. Let it go. But it's like there's some sort of communication. And right now there's a song called Salt Water on. Oh yeah, that's like from way back when. I just saw the Happily Ever After card when I was shuffling there too. Also with me wearing my orange jumper, it's like sacral chakra kind of energy. Day and night, it's just come on. Day and night. At night. So somebody might be showing up at night specifically. That's kind of funny. Or day. It says day and night. You're not meant to know. You're meant to let it go. Oh wow, unification, 9-9. Something could have been really significant about the 9-9 portal. There's something very strong about the 10-10 portal. Again, really protect your energy. For me, 100% need to do that every single year. I feel it very strongly. So you may be the same, but you might not be aligning with abundance. But basically, yeah, masculine and feminine's aligned within you. If it's just for you, if it's about you and your person, something's manifesting. What would balance the scales? Well, it feels like the scales have been balanced, but what would balance the scales? And again, remember, Aquarius moon is expect unexpected, so it's all going to be a bit of a surprise, really. And again, like I said, I don't like being one of the sea of people who say that, like, you're not going to see this coming, but it does feel that energy. Like, and that is that, it's like the weather. Like, so right now, it keeps making me laugh that, this they've named the storm Amy. So, like 100 million%, I think for a lot of people, somebody's either karmic person that they're still with or people from the past, there's got to be some people. I bet that that'll be kind of quite funny for some people if your ex is, I don't like saying ex, but if your ex is called Amy or something, Storm Amy. This is quite a funny, I don't know, it's like a very normal, I suppose they do give storms normal names, but besides from that, it's like it was, they were saying it was 100 mile per hour winds, and then I think they've just downgraded it, and I just saw protected by angels, but I just saw raise your vibration as well. But either way, it feels very symbolic of the calm before the storm, or it's unpredictable. The weather is going to be unpredictable, and the energetic weather, and there's solar storm energy, it's human resonance, it's all going on. So protect your energy. And definitely, like I said, Saturday, Sunday, really protect your energy, because I always do on a Pisces moon, but definitely when it's landing over a weekend like that. What's that? I thought, oh yeah, I'm dog sitting on Saturday. Um, it's not like all night or anything, but it's could have done without that actually. You know what I mean? If I wasn't needing to do that, I would just be chilling in my own bed. But that's okay. It's just a wee bit to help out. So, um, although it's kind of like what it reminds me of is because it's my, I'm helping out my mum and dad so they can go out at someone's party or something. But it's kind of like it reminds me of like when it's like, oh yeah, we'll be back at, we'll be back at 10, or we'll be back no later than midnight. When you babysit for someone, the memories of specifically being like 16 and stuff when I'd school the next day or something, and they show up at like 1 in the morning, and you're like, fuck's sake, So, but if my mum and dad do that, that's all right. They don't go out loads. They have got a better social life than me, but they don't go out loads. Right. So, what would balance the scales for the feminine? Where are those cards? Happily Ever Afters came out. Yeah, look, look, feminine, feeling the heat. I do keep pulling bunnies, which are fertility, and I pulled Goddess Isis, which is the goddess of fertility on the shorts. So it's a happily ever after for the Empress and the Emperor. Oh my God. And that's how it feels for this. It's like, oh my God, it's something you've been waiting on a long time. I know that's a lot of you, it's a lot of us out there, but let's just be happy for whoever's. Um, oh no, I don't know. Oh shit. I don't know what deck was what. Mixed them up already. I'll sort it out after. So there might be something, oh, I'll sort it out after, and now it's after. You need to sort it out. Now, ah, damn, that's why. Right. I've just thought of something, right? I'm filming this unlisted, but I nearly just recorded it, and I've just realised the reason why it's good to record it is then I can do like the live chat premiere thing, but I can't do it when it's unlisted. So sorry about sorry about that. I didn't think that one through, but maybe you're just meant to watch this without distraction. Right, what have we got for the masculine? So feminine, a happily ever after's coming your way out the blue, it would seem, right in the middle of a fairy tale, right in the middle of a normal life, love hands you a fairy tale, something like that. True love stories never end. Humor spelt wrong. In America, you must spell it this way. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So masculine, what would balance on the scales is not taking things so seriously and speaking your truth, Archangel Gabriel. You have an important life purpose involving communication. That was the first card, communication. And the arts, please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. So again, I know that's a buzzword, a trigger word, insecurities, but there is something strongly coming through here about not allowing I just want to shuffle these again. You know, your insecurities hold you back. We've all got them somewhere. Even the most confident of people have got insecurities somewhere. And remember, a lot of people's confidence is not even real. Some people's confidence is real and they've worked hard for it. Like my confidence is real and I worked hard for it. Like, you know what I mean? But I remember when I wasn't so confident and I needed to lean up on drink and stuff like that. It's Oh, wow, look, yeah. Judgment and criticism. Let go of judgment. Judging others only keeps you stuck in the past. Embrace compassion and release judgment. This feels like judging yourself. And then, oh my God, and then it's a guy from the start. And accept your destiny. Yeah, so release judgment, accept your destiny. Look, there's a lot of cards there. So, what's the action that someone needs to take? And sometimes it might be that it's not much action. So, but it feels like there is a lot of action coming in this. What have we got for divine feminine, masculine, feminine side for the action? And then I'll bring this one to a close and do Saturdays. And the thing is, even if I have got the chat on, because it's Pisces moon, I might not actually be in it. Or if the chat's not on, I decided not to put it on. Do you know what I mean? But in case I do have energy, because it's only 15 minutes, well, unless I make it longer, I'll record it that way. A child's love. The love between a parent and child is one of the most precious, deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as the biggest part of our hearts. So, you know, you could be spending time around, like, you know, quality time with a child of yours or someone close to you, because I was speaking to my niece in this, or because that's what I've just done. Yeah, you know what I mean? It was like, it was nice. And, you know, I love seeing the two of them together, but sometimes it's nice when it's like just one of them, you know what I mean? And then I can home in on them. But yeah, pay attention to your inner child too, is what I'm getting from that divine feminine. So either pay, I feel it's mainly pay attention to your inner child, and it's just for some of you, it might be your inner child would get a lot of healing from being around a child. That I'm laughing because as I said that, it was a wee toddler kissing her mum's pregnant belly. So you know what I mean? It's obviously something about healing your inner child, but that was quite lovely the way they done that. Right. So and then the Empress too, you know, that is about that stuff. So what's the action for the masculine? But take that on board, that's the masculine's feminine side too. What action have you to take? Very gentle action, it feels like. Um be proud of yourself, masculine. It's time to celebrate all that you've achieved and all that you are and all you'll become. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge what you've achieved and be proud. So, yeah, be proud of yourself. You might even be wanting to peacock a little bit because the song Louder just came on. Oh, I can't stand that. I'm sure that's one that was like on repeat when I was at Tea in the Park one year. It was like you wake up in the morning and it's like the same song, the same playlist and that. That's just it's making me go back to the past. But like, you know, something might be pulling you back. Specifically, a song might be pulling you back to the past. Um, yeah, and you're being guided to find some serenity, a bit of peace somewhere. Maybe you're saying the serenity prayer. Maybe somebody's having. Oh my God, look! I said, look, did I say that? I don't think I did. I thought it. Spend time with children and animals. I wanted to say because there was also the two dogs that I'm looking after in a few days. You know, one of them went crazy when she saw me because I only met her like a couple of months ago in the summer. But oh my God, she's so beautiful as well. I don't know what type of dog she is, but she's really gorgeous eyes, like hazel eyes, and really lovely colorings. And then the other one's an old dude dog. But they both get on really well in that, and it's so you know what I mean. With me being my wee doggy pal yesterday, and then wee doggy pals there. But yeah, that female, she went nuts. She jumped up on me and that, like she remembered me. So you know what I mean. Dogs don't forget. Animal Kingdom. But also, I'm paying attention that you know my wee dog pal yesterday and those dogs, they were all about me. So you know they can feel, they feel that the healer needs healing, and I'm paying attention because you know it's coming at me from all angles. I need to rest. So um, yes, after the live stream tonight. So bear in mind if we are doing the workshop on Monday, the live stream on Monday won't be a big long one. It will be a wee short and sweet, hello and goodbye. You won't see me for a few weeks. But basically, if we run the workshop on Monday, yeah, I'll pop on for a little bit to be like last call if anyone wants to join it. And then we'll do the workshop, and then I will pop up on the full moon for how long I don't know, but probably not ages again. It depends though, because I could have a lot of energy in the full moon. We'll just see. On the Tuesday, and then yeah, that will be me until I'll be back on the 3rd of November. But I will have pre-recorded ones for you. And what else? But yeah, if the workshop isn't going ahead, we'll just be doing Monday, and we'll call it a day there. So, and same goes, last call for sessions. What days today? I have got space for sessions on the Friday. Well, for what day this is. But in saying that, it really, I'm just going to check in. Like, technically, I have got space for clients, but just email me and check in the community tab. Sorry, I'm laughing because one more time just came on. We're gonna celebrate, and it's funny that I'm gonna come on a couple more times for a live. Um, well, it's that. Well, it is. Oh my God, it is one more time after I go live tonight, so that's quite funny. But you see, so maybe they're telling you things. I'm only doing the live on Monday because we're not doing the workshop, but I'm kind of leaning towards it probably is going that way. Oh, I just think it's a shame though. I did really want to do it, so let me know. You're not locked in. If you feel like you want to do it, let me know, and then I'll be able to say, look, I've had 3 people wanting to do it, so if you all book it, we can do it. You know what I mean? But right now, I'm just trying to think. I don't know if I've had two. I've definitely had one person inquire. It might have been 2 people. Somebody definitely said I'd be interested, and then I'm only going to get back to them if there's other people. Oh shit! Actually, I need. Sorry, I need to reply to you. I've just remembered right now. That's what I mean. That's how tired I am. But I replied, but I didn't reply properly. I said I'll reply tomorrow, and then I didn't. But anyway, hopefully they watch this. Right, okay. Let's. I just looked at Shadow Release. This one feels. Is that Mary Magdalene? I get it fucking is. Wow. Mary Magdalene leapt out the Black Moon Lilith deck for the client session earlier, and it was because it's anonymous, but it's because there was a lot of interference, like from, oh my God, I'd be here all day trying to explain it, but I'll quickly just explain. The phone had water in it. I can only think that it's because it was in the office and there's not heating through there. Well, there's actually no heating anywhere in here because it's storage heating, but do you know what I'm saying? Like, not real heating, but there's nothing through there. So it was like, caught like, dampness. The phone soaked up dampness, which because it was overnight, so that was kind of weird. But basically, it wouldn't let me charge it. So I had to, anyway, it was through there because it was on the charging plate. Um, so I think I'm just going to take that out. That is because it's, oh, anyway, it's because it's like it's the only one with the. Actually, it's not the only one. It's through here, but you know what I mean. It's annoying enough to take these adapters through my room, but I think I actually fuck it. For how annoying and that, I'm just going to buy a charger with a USB port thing. But yeah, because it was overnight, it was obviously too long, and the phone is weird. The phone has soaked up so the condensation. So there was that, but also I couldn't find it. I turned it off, couldn't find it anywhere. I was looking for that. 25 minutes gone. Then spent another 20 minutes, felt like forever, trying to find the actual adapter to put the mic in. I was like, what the fuck? Sometimes that's a sign not to do it, but when I got doing it, it all made sense for the person's reading. So it was like a lot of interference. So, some of you might be going through a bit of the same because that was a masculine female energy. There's so much shit, you know what I mean? So, Temple of Mary, emotional expression, playful innocence, exploitation. So, right, but that is Mary Magdalene on that card. So, Mary Magdalene energy coming in strong. Archangel Michael and Mary Magdalene, if you don't mind. Part of the warrior, divine protection, synchronicity. Yeah, so you're protected, but there could be a lot coming at you. And I think we'll just end it on this. What else do people need to know? And anyway, when I'm off, I will have limited available ability for like these ones. So just whoever orders them, I will just the probably the fire moons, or maybe occasionally sometimes the Capricorn moon. I've got a lot of energy too because like getting all this shit done. But probably in the fire, I'll leave whoever orders ones to do it on a fire moon, get a few of them done, and if anyone orders it at all, so you can always email to ask. But yeah, I'll probably put some like SOS, like if you need it fast, fast, and then there'll just be some other ones. So I am presence. Expand your stellar gateway. I am that I am. That feels like very strong energy. Crystal clear intentions. Yeah, it feels like this masculine group. I've got crystal clear intentions, crystal clear clarity. That's what my session's called. Somebody maybe needs to book a session before I'm off, or book it for when I'm coming back. But someone's got crystal clear intentions. They know where they're going. The Emperor's going. The Empress. Archangel Michael again. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. That's not a coincidence. This morning when I woke up, I was like, I remember having an intention about something quite some time ago, and I've stuck to that fiercely and taken the action and never given up hope and had the faith. And only time will tell that consistency is going to pay off. Patience and persistence. Sounds very Capricorn. We've just come out of Capricorn moon. Rosetta, you have a gift for working with young people, and your divine purpose involves helping, teaching, or parenting children. There's children again, angel energy coming in there. So, particularly, this is not going to be for everyone, obviously, but I'm feeling if you have got like a child in the spirit world, I feel the love of a child in the spirit world really coming through. And you could feel it too because we've got new psychic spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. And she's the one on the front of the deck. That always feels like significant. You're a light worker or light warrior. God needs you to shine your divine light and love. Oh God, it's all the terms I can't stand. Light worker, shine your light and love. It's just they're just overused and cheesy. But anyway, like an angel upon earth with all its inhabitants. Basically, yeah, you're a light worker or a light warrior. And or you could be, a shadow worker too, as a full shadow release, which is just as important. Like that's what I mean. Like that's why I always say I'm about light and shadow, meaning I keep it real. I'm very sweet and like soft and gentle, and none of that's fake. It is real me. But fuck around, you're going to find out. Do you know what I mean? And that doesn't mean anything other than I've got boundaries and I can hold my own. And when there's any kind of shitty or dramatic energy, I don't know if anyone's trying to pull me in, and I'll just be like, I just can't be bothered. Can't be bothered with any of that, and I pull right back. So shadow release. But that's because when you have done that shadow work and shadow integration, you're like, I just if anyone tries to play mind games or anything like that, I mean, anything really, I'm just so sensitive. I just have to come away. You know what I mean? I just have to come away from it, online or offline. So, and usually it's people's own stuff. So I just feel with me saying that, someone could be projecting a bit of weird energy at you, and just hold space because we've all went through this at some point, and others do too. So pray and you'll be surprised how quickly it can turn around. So that's going to resonate with someone. I'm going to leave that there. So have a happy Friday. Oh, yeah. So there will be another video going out, the Divine Feminine Venus video, Venus and Virgo. Yeah. So I'll be putting that out too, but I've not filmed it. I wanted to film it, but because of the whole phone thing, I haven't. So that'll be getting filmed on the day. Right as I've finished this, I'm sure that's now you're gone. I feel my love, na, 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 and I miss you now that you're gone. Unless it's one of the other one-hit wonders. Not come up yet. I think it is Now You're Gone. No, it's All I Ever Wanted was to see you smiling. Something like that. I didn't shuffle these. What else have we got? Go on, let me finish it. Film Saturday. Begin to explore. Yeah. So again, Paris could be significant or just romance. But I feel there's something about needing to move outside your comfort zone and to explore and to forgive and forget something that happened in the past, change tracks. Remember going right back to the Emperor, going to the Empress, someone's changing tracks. This could be Juno, 0 degrees Sagittarius. Someone's focus on commitment is changing tracks. So if someone was in a committed relationship in a place that wasn't right for them anymore, the emperor's changing to the real empress. Could be a situation where someone's been with a counterfeit counterpart, like all the different words, it's going to be different for different people. So yeah, but now they recognize where they're meant to be. Let go and let God, and especially when it's an Aquarius moon, expect the unexpected. And I pray for anywhere where the weather is meant to be really rough because it is getting a bit windy out there now. It always seems really worse in my flat because it's high up. But yes, see you later. Have a lovely day whenever you watch this or night, and I'm going to film the next one.